making the invisible visible. Black women, 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British, or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance, and legacy. Let's begin.
Hi, my name is Maya Taylor. I'm a choreographer and movement director, but I'm also someone that is a big dreamer, a world traveler, a reader. I feel I bring a lot of color and positive energy into every space that I'm in. I wake up every day so excited to do what I love and feel very lucky that I get to do that with choreography and movement direction and still dancing. I still dance every day. I don't perform every day, but that is a big part of my life is moving my body and whether that is a walk or whether that is through a dance class, getting up and moving is so important to me. And yeah, that's pretty much who I am. My day to day, it changes day to day. It depends on what I'm working on. So if I work mostly in the commercial space now, working on TV and film and music videos and fashion commercials and live performances. And then on the other side, I'm also still doing things in the concert dance world. So it really depends on what job I have at the moment. But right now I'm working on a personal project. It's called Call It Back, and it is literally about the feeling when you maybe lose some of your power, your personality due to an experience or life or whatever. And that moment when you literally feel yourself step back into your body. And then, especially as a woman, I feel like that can fluctuate. And so that's what I'm exploring a lot in my work right now is power and not like over someone else, but just how we can feel our strongest. And especially as a woman navigating the commercial and concert dance world, you're kind of pulled in all different directions and sometimes have to make yourself stand out more than anybody else. But that's what I've been exploring lately is just how can I feel my most powerful self and help others do that through movement. I would say that the moment that everything changed for me was 10 years ago when I was hired to movement direct Solange Knowles' Don't Touch My Hair video. And that was such a significant moment for me because I had been working so long in the concert dance world. But as if you know, she's such an incredible, like multifaceted artist that has her hands in everything. So I felt like I was hired for this job to bring what I do as a choreographer, like as myself, then, because sometimes in this world you're asked to choreograph things that maybe don't align, and this aligned perfectly. And that job itself was such a celebration of Black women, Black culture. And I was like, this is so cool for my first job. And I learned so much. And then I will say, definitely Paulette Brooks is someone that was such a huge is and was such a big influence in the start of my career because when I first came to the festival in, oh my gosh, 2015, I was still a baby choreographer and I felt just so grateful that she took a chance on me. I had developed a voice, but I was just like applying for things. I was like, someone give me a chance, please. I just need one chance. And to have that first chance to come to the UK to share my work was so incredible. And then to get to do it at the festival again in 2022 was just amazing. And to keep those connections. So I have so much thanks to give to both of those women because they really helped shape the start of my career and shape it to this day. So that's my answer. The dance world, the entertainment world is like being on a never-ending roller coaster, and sometimes you are going up, and sometimes it plateaus. Sometimes there's a lot of no's, and I still go through all periods of that, and I think it's really important to remember that like no one's career is just going to keep going up, up, up. It's literally looking at a very long roller coaster, but it's a ride. This is going to sound so silly, but it's a ride I never want to get off of, because I know that even during the periods of when I'm waiting for work to come, I can always go into the studio and make my own work. I can always get friends together and make something together. I can put on a show. I can make a dance film. I have control of what I'm making in that sense, and then the other things will fall into place. And because sometimes when I am working a lot on different kinds of sets or traveling, I don't have time to make my own work. So, and that own work could be a dance, but it could be my writing. It could, I don't sing. I'm not gonna make a song, but it could be something creative that has nothing to do with my art. But I think just remembering that I always have a choice every day, and so lucky to have that choice to wake up and go to the studio, and that's important for me to realize, is having that other human side of me is going to, and having a healthy, like, rich cultural and social life is going to help me in those times when things are very slow. And yeah, that's just something that I wish every artist knew, is that, like, it's never going to be one way. My career, and like, my career is mine, and there's literally room for everybody, but we might look at other people's careers and say, I want what they have. And I think it's also, I do that sometimes too. And I'm like, wait, like, you've built something for yourself, you've carved your own lane. Like, why would you want to go down someone else's path? But I'm always open to asking how someone has done something. I hope people ask that of me. I'm always, like, happy to answer that question for sure.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.